Hey guys, this is 615 Crawlers here coming to you with another review. This one is about my Trx4m. This is my fully custom build one right here. You've seen all the videos kind of doing all the crazy stuff. Doesn't really look the best, but it crawls absolutely great. So this is just kind of my overview of this car here. I've done a bunch of custom mods to it, so you'll understand a little bit more once we go into the build breakdown here. So starting off at the front, we have custom brass steering links right here, a full brass front axle from Mofo RC, Endura brass C-hubs, and then Mofo RC knuckles that are full brass as well. Right here, and the sides, these little white pieces, I don't know if you can, right here. I've 3D printed these to fit the Mofo RC knuckles, and then these are just filled with a tungsten putty, which adds quite a bit of weight down low underneath the center of the axle, which really helps a lot with climbing. These are the Mofo RC 1.8 carbon fiber wheels, 72 millimeter DJ crawler pins, I believe, with a 3D printed insert. Tire slams, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, can't remember. These shocks right here, the double barrel shocks from Endura. These are for an SCX24, but I am using them on my Trx4m. I did have to modify them a little bit, but it allows it to sit a lot lower than stock, so this is pretty great, just for the low center of gravity. I am running rubber bands just to keep the front down when it crawls. They do break occasionally, like right over here. Our band broke over here, so I'll have to replace that, but no big deal. I am running the Endura 11 kilogram servo up front. It's been tried and true for me. Absolutely no issues out of these. Aluminum steering horn. Moving on, we have the Komodo from Fury Tech, the motor, Lizard Pro ESC. It's been fantastic. I do run extra voltage for the servo, so it gets a little bit more power. This is the Fury Tech Beetle or Beetle chassis, whatever you want to call it, for the Trx4m. I do have the OPI factory or OPI factory double rear link skid plate. So I'm running brass on the front, aluminum on the rear, both quote unquote rear links. So it does stretch the vehicle out a little bit, which is very nice. And then also, it keeps that center of gravity. It moves it up a little bit, but you don't have anything to grab on underneath anymore, which is fantastic. As far as the battery goes, I'm running these ProTech batteries, little 2-cell, 240 mAh, a lot lighter than the 750 mAh battery. This comes with the Trx4ms. And then I've 3D printed myself a custom battery box for it, and they just kind of slide in there. It's a press fit, so it is kind of hard to get them in and out, but it definitely works for me, keeping the center of gravity more forward and a lot lighter. Also had to modify it a little bit to fold up a little bit in the back, because we do have this 309 rear link riser right here. So when you are pushing the rear links up, when it sits really low, those rear links like to touch the battery box. So I did have to modify that a little bit. There's no wheel weights in the back. The front, I've actually gone to Academy and got some tennis weights and kind of wrapped them around the wheel a little bit here. And there's not a ton in that. Most of the front weight comes down to these custom weight hangers that I 3D printed on here, which have been working great. No problems at all. They do have the stock plastic wheel hexes on here, and I've had no problems with those. We got the Endura drive shafts, front and back. Both of them are rear drive shafts, like I said, because of the links. Overdrive in the front, underdrive in the rear. The rear axle is just a stock Trx4m axle, completely plastic. Had zero issues out of this. It does have the upgraded metal gears in here, but stock shafts works totally fine. The transmission on this is the original Trx4m transmission case, but it does have the Endura low-speed gears. But with the Komodo setup in here, it does have a decent amount of wheel speed to kind of get up and over everything. So if you guys have any questions, comments, yada yada, just let me know, and I will get back to you in the comments. Take it easy.